The star of the hit series House of the Dragon, Emma D'Arcy, tells the story of how they got the fiery role. Emma D'Arcy catapulted to fame for portraying the enigmatic Rhaenyra Targaryen in HBO's colossal hit series, House of the Dragon. D'Arcy's entrance was fashionably late, as the character was introduced in the latter half of the first season. But once they took the screen, it was as if the heavens parted and a star was born. Rhaenyra Targaryen was initially portrayed by the younger actress, Millie Alcock. It was then passed on to D'Arcy after a significant time jump in the series. Their portrayal was so impactful that it left no room for doubt about them being a formidable contender for the coveted acting awards. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. Recently, in a roundtable discussion with The Hollywood Reporter, D'Arcy spilled the beans on the grueling audition process that eventually crowned them as Rhaenyra. This gathering of thespians was no ordinary one. It was graced by the likes of Jennifer Coolidge, Garner, Dominique Fishback, Melanie Lynskey, and Clare Danes. D'Arcy's road to Westeros was anything but ordinary. The auditioning phase spanned over 3 long months and was conducted via self-tapes due to the pandemic that had gripped the world. In a moment of reflection, D'Arcy shared that they penned down a pros and cons list during the auditions. One significant con was the loss of anonymity, which they believe might have been an expression of self-doubt. D'Arcy auditioned relentlessly for 3 months, which is attributed to having their hands tied, and having lost a year of work due to the pandemic. D'Arcy explained, "I wrote a pros and cons list during the auditions process. The big one on the cons list was loss of anonymity, but probably that was a way of writing self-hate or something. Then I auditioned, via self-tape, for 3 months during the pandemic after losing a year of work, so in some ways, I think my hands were tied." Halfway through the process, the then showrunner, Miguel Sapochnik, called to ask me if I owned a wig. A proper person would have asked someone who does hair for advice. This Herculean task took approximately 2 hours for every self-tape they made. D'Arcy said, "At the end of that, I did a 4-hour in-person audition, and then I didn't hear anything. I feel like, by the end of 3 months, I had taped every scene in the show. Because they took a punt on me, I guess, in that I couldn't bring an audience. I just remember that it was good for a while and then it was awful. And then after a few hours, they said, 'Great, you can go home and get drunk, we'll be in touch.' Then Miguel came up behind me and put his hands on my shoulders and said, 'Can we do one more?'" Emma D'Arcy's story is one of perseverance, innovation, and the sheer will to seize the day. "I spoke to Emilia Clarke before I started shooting, and she was beautiful and so generous. She told me loads of stuff, which honestly, I'm going to keep for myself. I'm also very lucky. That wig is a blessing. People don't recognize me, so my day-to-day is broadly unchanged, which I feel very grateful for, not least because, and maybe this is also a question, I feel that the ability to observe others and not be the observed is so fundamentally important to our job. I guess I've just really worried about that." Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.